Road Dogs! Dude, today I'm so excited for our episode.
Me too.
Dude, what are our quizzes on today? What's your quiz?
My quiz for you?
Yeah.
My friend?
Yeah, I'm not going to ask you what your quiz is that I wrote for you.
Yeah, well,
what's your quiz that you wrote for me? You son of a bitch. I'm already confused. Welcome to Road Dogs. We're confused.
Yeah, we are confused, but you know what? That's what this show is for. Me and Johnny here, we go way back, and Mr. Angelo Bowers. What's up, Ange?
I'm so glad to be here.
I don't know, John. I think that you're a very open-minded and open-hearted person, and I think the quiz today may actually open up a few holes in your body, but
what's the quiz on?
Fetishes.
Oh, yeah, dude. Okay, I get what you're saying. Open up holes in the body. Dude, that's fun. Sexual fetishes, I'm assuming? I mean...
Of the sexual variety. So we're gonna learn a little bit ourselves, and then what's the quiz you got for me, dude?
Yours is sexual fetishes. Mine's Willie Nelson's early life.
Okay, well,
which they might actually combine for all we know. Willie's a very interesting guy.
They may cross over. Just make it a little explicit because it's explicitly interesting, I think. So let's see how much. John, you're pretty. You're an artist. You're open with sexuality. You're kind of a worldly guy. You love things in the ass.
I'm feeling uncomfortable. You said I love things in the ass.
No,
my wife's finger, maybe, but nothing more. Good God.
Well, we're gonna see what else.
And not because I'm against other people putting things in their ass. Everyone should be able to put anything they want into their body, unless it's another human.
Well, yeah,
a whole human.
Yeah, a giant human.
I put whole humans in my ass. You'd be like, does the human know about it? Oh no one would ever agree to that. Actually, there's definitely got to be a fetish for that.
Oh yeah,
like if you're a little person and they put you in that condom from Naked Gun.
Oversized
and they just cover you
condom.
in coconut oil, and then they take someone who's like a giant person, like a Shaquille O'Neal, and they have you kind of sit down on him. I bet you could fit a person inside you.
Oh, dude, that's
like the way I'm wearing
weird.
mushroom head.
Yeah. You're fitting into
but it's a full
Goomba.
person.
Yeah.
What do you say about gooning?
Well, this may be on the quiz. John has a Goomba hat here. This is our thinking cap. So maybe John can channel, everything in his noggin there to see if he can withstand this quiz here.
Should we tell our listeners they have the right to fap while you go through this?
Sure.
There should be a warning on the screen that says, or like a disclaimer, like you do have a right to fap.
Well, you do.
Because Rob's going to talk about fetishes. Somebody's going to get turned on. Somebody's about to get toined on.
Well, let's see how horny we get up in here, guys.
Do it. Question number 1.
All right, question number 1.
Go.
What is a furry? A, racial slur. B, someone who wears fur coats only during sex. C, is oh yeah, by the way, I totally fucked up the rhythm there, but we may win. One of us is going to win the quiz today.
Yeah.
And we're going to whoever wins or loses has to who blows who?
It depends. Do you get pleasure in blowing or being blown?
I don't know. We're not actually going to blow each other, but it's a joke.
Wow, way to spoil the ending for them.
I don't know.
What if somebody was going to, what do they call it on YouTube when they have their watch time or whatever? Like, if you say you're going to get a blowjob, more people will stay tuned.
All right,
although no one wants to watch either of us blow or get blown. There's got to be someone out there that would want to watch us blow or get blown, right?
Are we
so unsexual right now that no one would want to watch us blow or get blown? Well, that's the name of the show.
Blow or get blown.
Blow or get blown. It's another. We were always coming up with good Japanese game shows.
Dude, well,
on the next episode of Blow or Get Blown, will last week's winner get blown or blow? Stay tuned.
That is the English narration there too for Netflix.
Oh, for the Japanese.
Yeah.
Because they did take Wipeout and they put it on Netflix, and you're like, I missed the Japanese.
Yes, it was really fun. You know what else is fun? Furries.
Okay, furries. Yeah, keep going.
Okay, what is a furry? A racial slur.
Nope.
B, someone who wears fur coats only during sex. C is an American electronic robotic toy that resembles a hamster or owl-like creature.
Oh, I love it.
Or D, a role-playing as an anthropomorphic animal character.
Anthropomorphic role-playing, dude, for sure.
Yes.
I saw a documentary on it a long time ago. People actually have full sex in furry costumes. Yeah. It's a thing.
I'll never forget when I saw it for the first time as a kid. It was on MTV. It was that True Life show.
Yeah.
It was like True Life, I eat couch cushions, or True Life,
I remember that.
I'm a porn star or whatever. But they had the furry one, and that was the first time I'd ever heard of them, and it was like so wild. Yeah, and I'm pretty like, I think it's all cool what everyone
pretty freaky
when anyone does. Yeah. But it was strange.
Just like our friend Cole.
Yeah. Speaking of furries,
he gets a double ad read. I mean, people are into fetishes. Here's the thing that I always think is funny. People are into fetishes that like you would never expect. So like you get to know somebody and you'll be like, you seem like a really square person, and then you find out like, oh, like you're into some gnarly stuff. So yeah, I mean, it might seem weird to you or me because we're boring meat and potatoes guys.
Who says
they call me missionary chef? But for a certain dudes, yeah, dude, it's like, you know, or reverse cowgirl chef too. But like, well, you were waiting for it. He was looking at me.
I was.
No, but
like,
seriously, like there's some really interesting things that people are into for sex. I think it's beautiful because it's like we're weird as a species, and we're, as Alan Watts would say, we bloom like a flower, you know?
Yeah.
And it's like, dude, some people are into like just, they can sexualize anything depending on what wires are crossed in your brain. And if it's not hurting anybody and it's consent with two adults, great. Do it. Have at it. Let MTV and Viacom make a documentary and profit off of making fun of you. I'm into it.
Dude, well, do you remember Cloppers and
no?
That's the My Little Pony fans
That's funny because I thought that was part of Furries. I almost called them Furbies, which is one of your multiple choice.
Yeah, it was throwing.
Furbies are very interesting.
Yeah,
dude. So Clompers.
Yeah, Cloppers.
Cloppers.
Yeah. There's
is that the way they used to call the cops back in the day? Like, speed up, the Cloppers are behind us. Get out of here, Clopper.
You could hear the giddy up.
It's the Cloppers.
Oh, dude.
It's just people in like My Little Pony outfits.
Yeah.
I watched that and I thought that they like, because they have the hoofs that they wear on their hands, right?
Yeah.
And they wrap them around like those push-up tools, you know?
Yeah.
But they just made hooves out of them. And I'm like, how long can you actually do it before your back absolutely, like your back's gotta hurt? There's no like middle-aged Jewish guys that are clompers, right?
I mean,
God, maybe I'll just have regular sex.
Yeah,
like,
well, maybe the erection just keeps them going, you know, like like it's like a balance of, you know, pain.
Like a
and
boner
pleasure.
that actually presses into the ground and helps balance the whole body up.
There's actually a like hoof on the cockhead.
That sounds like Cole's wife, who works in an emergency room, would be like, "Oh, we get a lot of those."
Well, so you got that right, though.
A lot of clompers with their boners getting smashed because of their bad knees.
Man,
all right, that's 1 point for me.
1 point for John.
One huge step for mankind. 1 point for John.
Which of these fetishes involve attraction to pain or humiliation? A, paraphilia. B, masochism. C, stigmatophilia. Or D, open mic stand-up-philia.
You know,
little fun.
If I wasn't so competitive, I'd say open mic to get the laugh. But because I got to take the title home so I can tell my dad I did something good today, it's fucking masochism.
Oh, dude, well, I'm kind of...
That was the easy one, man.
Yeah, I'm kind of giving them to you right now. Don't worry.
Whoa.
Is
that a fetish?
Yeah.
You lead a man in thinking he's going to win a quiz, and then you step on his nuts with your high heels.
That may happen very soon. We'll see.
Louises. Go on. This is fun so far. I love talking sex. I used to go to Tower Records when I was a kid because they had an awesome magazine rack, and they had a really cool little book section of obscure stuff. And I remember when I was like not supposed to, I was like snuck over into like the sexual part, and I was reading like the fetish book, and it was like tripping me out. Do you know that there's like a fucking tribe? They like purposely sting their dicks with bees, and they get all swollen. That's like part of like a, I don't know if it's sexual or if it's a rite of passage. Like, you know how they try to make themselves all tough, which I shouldn't say they try. They effectively do. I mean, like they really, they'll take like a 10-year-old and be like, "We're gonna scar up your back. Don't frown." And you're like, "God, these people are way tougher than us."
I know. Yeah.
My kid cries if we can't get like they're out of the donuts with that sprinkle on top. Like, don't cry. And these kids are like, we're just gonna pluck you and get them infected. And if you're a little bitch, you don't get to eat or get married in our tribe. You know, I don't say that's the right way to do it, but it's pretty interesting how strong some people are. Anyways, move on with the fetish quiz.
Well, speaking of masochism,
sorry, I could go off on a lot of tangents.
No, that was good. It is interesting because maybe
look at my tits look great in this sweatshirt. Jesus Christ. Help! I'm noticing tits on myself.
No,
is that a fetish? Your buddy's got tits?
I think that's a state of mind.
This is the punishment of having a fucking no engineer and having a monitor right in front of us. We gotta go. Yeah. Okay. Go on.
Like we need to have those cones like the dogs have.
What do they say? Like free the titties.
All right. Oh yeah, free the tetas. All right.
These
so
titties out. He's got tits and he doesn't know how to get rid of them.
You have though.
Huh?
You've gotten rid of your tits a few times.
God damn it. Move on with this. I asked for all this punishment, but go on.
Okay, well, maybe you'll get off at this. Mechanicophilia is a fetish where someone is attracted to which objects? A, cars or machines. B, pets or animals. C, statues or art. Or D, fire or flames.
Is this a trick question? Because it seems too easy. Mechanic. I thought you were going to actually come up with like the guys at Jiffy Lube, but then it's a fetish where dudes are attracted to whoever knows what an alternator is. But no, I think it's the mechanical stuff. Or was that a trick?
No,
it was that simple and easy. Oh.
Yeah.
God, you are a beautiful man for hooking it up so well.
Yeah. Well, don't worry. We're going.
You're about to fuck me over.
Yeah. Which great film director is known to have a foot fetish? A. Michael Bay. B. Jean-Luc Godard. C. Quentin Tarantino. Or D. Danny DeVito. He directed Matilda, the 90s flick.
I only know Matilda from a Harry Styles song.
Harry Styles?
Isn't it Harry Styles? What's his name?
One Direction guy?
No, who's Harry, the freaking awesome singer? Not Harry
British
Connick Jr. Yeah.
He was in One Direction, the boy band?
Was he really?
Yeah.
Harry?
Yeah.
The dude that does he does that song. Anyways, yeah, it's Harry Styles.
Yeah.
I always have brain farts.
Probably.
Now. That's part of age.
Yeah. Well,
I'm not even a vapor. I shouldn't have brain farts this young, but I like. Okay, the Quentin Tarantino has foot fetish.
Okay, well, you
was
got
that right?
Yes,
yeah.
Quentin
Tarantino. Either you and I or somebody was riffing on that in the last month. I think someone was at the live Road Dog show Wednesday night at Barney's Beanery every Wednesday 9 p.m. Barney's in Pasadena.
It's
Road
a
Dogs
hoot.
Live.
You don't have
Great
to have
comics.
a food fetish. Or
food fetish?
Food fetish. I mean,
a
foot
food
fetish.
Oh God, a food fetish.
I think we all do.
Yeah. Well,
yeah.
we do. So I have had that conversation like that Quentin Tarantino.
Yeah, I mean, there's that. He had that scene in Dust Till Dawn where he I think drinks booze off Selma Hayek's feet.
I mean, Selma Hayek is just a beautiful woman.
I don't think she ages.
I don't have a foot fetish. I'll suck on my wife's feet all day. Like I don't have a foot fetish. Well, maybe I do, and I don't know it. Do other guys go like, I'm not sucking on my wife's feet? That's gross.
I don't know. Well, if you don't really ever
I'm just a disgusting pervert. I'm like, I'll lick you up and down till you say stop, like the song says. Like,
yeah, you'll
say, yeah. If that's a crime, send me to foot fetish jail with Quentin or whatever. San Quentin Tarantino prison.
No, he is great, and so is this next fella.
How many points do I have so far? I feel like I've gotten all of them correct.
You've gotten all of them correct.
I am amazing today. Some days I'm not so good. Today, good. All right, go.
Yeah, actually, right now John has one of those little cuckold cages over his penile. That would be hilarious.
Dude, that's a weird fetish, dude. Where the pain to get a boner, like you're not allowed to. They wear those like Victorian things. Like, some dudes like that, man.
I don't know.
What about the cutting off your dick fetish, dude? That's the weirdest one because it's just like you can only do it once.
Yeah.
You're like, are you sure?
Better make it count.
Are you sure, dude?
Yeah.
Like if you told me I could have pretty good sex and orgasms for the rest of my life, or I could do this one that was going to blow my own head off, I wouldn't be like, I'll take the head blowing off one.
Yeah, you want to keep
I'd be like, I'm pretty stoked with how they're going so far.
Yeah, yeah.
And those guys, do you think any of them are like, again? And you're like, in the words of Baby Sinclair from
yeah.
Again, not the penis.
Well, you
gotta love me,
dude. I think about that too. It's like suicide.
Any other dinosaur fans out there? You think it was suicide?
Yeah, not to take it from dinosaurs.
Yeah, let's get back to the fucking fetish thing. It's turning into a suicide thing, dude.
Well, because then you can't come anymore. You know what I'm saying? Or you can't enjoy things.
If you've ever been super depressed or known someone super depressed at the level that they're at, coming isn't even part of the topic. I mean, I had a good friend that was so fucking fucked up in the head. We talked about synesthesia and depression and not being able to like taste ice cream because I was like, if I get super like out of touch with reality, there's still the flavor of like pistachio ice cream, rosewater ice cream, chocolate fudge ice cream, lavender honey ice cream, just making a list. And there's still sex, and if you can't have a partner, you can still masturbate, right? You can still escape to that, but there's completely levels of psychosis where you can't even reach that without. I mean, I know with like psychiatric medication, you can't have an orgasm on a lot of like Prozac or it messes with your chemicals. But this has been a cervix announcement.
Freudian slip over there.
Welcome to Two Silly Gynecologists. Every week we go over.
Can you
imagine if we were both professional gynecologists, dude? My friend's an ophthalmologist. We could have him on, but he would be the serious guy.
Yeah.
But can you imagine if we were gynecologists? That's a great sitcom idea. Coming this fall on NBC. Goofy Gynos.
Goofy Gynos.
Starring Robert Thompson and Jon Tomashefsky. Goofy Gynos would be awesome. Actually, pretty fun.
And we would get like prime time because it's basically AM radio on television now.
Dude, what's that mean?
Like no
one watches TV?
Yeah, it's like 90-year-olds.
So bummer.
I know it is.
That's a bummer. Let's not get bummed. That's not my fetish.
Okay, so dinosaur suicide to cutting your dick off. This may be close to all that.
Goofy Gynos, we have to put that in the sketch.
Yes,
that's so great. Okay,
Goofy Gynos coming soon.
Groovy Gynos too. We could do that, but
what
I think Goofy's more our style.
I do too.
Goofy Gynos, dude.
Yeah.
We could rent some lab coats, dude. I could find a tattoo shop, buddy, that has stirrups. I mean, we could film something.
Is that your labia? Gosh. No, okay. What did... yeah.
Oh, dude, the silly shit. Oh, my gosh. Okay.
All right. What did
let's get real. Let's be adults, dude.
Okay, let's get serious here.
We are two adults. Let's go.
All right. So question number 5 for John's
We're only on number
fetish
5.
quiz.
Okay, go. 5. Go.
What did David Carradine pass away? The actor David Carradine of Kill Bill fame pass away from? A, an S&M torture chamber. B, at the Fear Factor live stunt show at Universal Studios Hollywood. C, autoerotic asphyxiation. Or D, at a fentanyl orgy.
Oh, dude, there's no such thing as fentanyl orgies, and it's C because it's so funny. All this stuff. I'm like, yeah, I remember reading about David Carradine dying that way, dude. I used to have a joke about that, about a detective finding you. I gotta fucking bring that joke back. Holy shit, it was so fun. Yes, it was David Carradine. He was hanging up by his neck. That's another thing where you risk dying.
Dude, that's what I was going to say.
come.
You topped on that right before. Yeah, isn't that wild?
Have you ever done anything that could make you like almost die, but you're like, I'm gonna come so hard? That you're willing to talk about on a podcast?
No.
That you're willing to admit on a video podcast?
I mean, I think when you're young and you're like thinking about sex or whatever, like you probably do put yourself in situations where it's like, oh, maybe, you know what I mean? Like maybe that wasn't worth like the gas to like go on a date with someone you're not with anymore. I don't know. Never mind. I'm going into some weird spiral right now, John.
Yeah, I was talking about like a sexual fetish, not being like, that was regretful. I don't know why I opened contact with her again.
Yeah.
This is what you're talking about?
No, I mean, I don't know. I think like...
As long as she doesn't drop from the ceiling. And you're like,
yeah.
will you still go at me?
No, well, I was just trying to think of like when, like danger with sex and stuff. I don't think there's ever been anything intentional where it's like my balls could pop, you know, because I want to save those guys.
I know, it's terrifying. But people, I mean, it's like any other kind of X Games lifestyle people do, you know, any other Monster Energy drink choices people make where like, it's just, I got to take that risk, you know? So people do stuff.
Well, I've had it to where my dong was you know, sometimes they don't bounce properly on the old dongathan, you know?
Oh, yeah. We've all had an almost broken dick. Some of us have had broken dicks.
Yeah.
Rich Slayton used to tell me about that. He was obsessed with telling me how, no, I don't think he ever broke his dick, but he was always obsessed. Well, he still is always obsessed with it. I'm not saying he was. Like, he's alive. We don't have a pillow with Rich on it. God forbid. He used to tell me that the most broken dicks come from reverse cowgirl, because I've always been like a hashtag like champion of that, you know, where like reverse cowgirl is just amazing. You know, it's each their own, but it's just like such a beautiful, wonderful position, especially if you're a lazy dude like me, but you still like doggy style. It's just like the perfect position ever. And
it is a dangerous game.
It's the most way that people break their dicks is dick flops out or something happens. A woman rides you like really hard and then does something and it jams your dick and it's, oh God, it's hard to even talk about it. Isn't that crazy? I just like tensed up. My fucking dick was like tapping me on the shoulder, like, shut the fuck up, man. You're freaking me out. Yeah. So you can break your dick that way.
Dude, well, so...
oh, God. And you can have your balls smashed, too. I've had ball smashing just happens, dude. I used to have an ATV, and you hit some jumps with it, and I had boxers on, and I hit a couple bumps where my balls, like, somehow made their way, like, really far under my body, and I smashed down on them, and I was like, I just didn't know I could do that. Anybody that has any kind of vehicle and does off-roading or like maybe on a wave thing where you're hopping up and down and the saddle can hit you really hard. Yeah, dude, I've definitely smashed my nuts.
Our friend's brother.
God, my poor nuts, dude. We started the show off talking about my kids stepping on my nuts when they're babies.
Yeah.
And then the ATV, I'm a real idiocracy character, aren't I?
Yeah, we're going. Yeah, ouch my
balls. Yeah, dude.
Yeah, dude. So
take better care of those things, bro.
Dude, okay.
Don't be a bitch. Smash your nuts.
Oh man, my sister was a tard.
My sister was a tard. All right, come on. Next
7
question, because we got to get to your Willie Nelson quiz.
Okay, all right.
We're already in 20 minutes into this
number 6.
Hardkissed.
What did sidophilia involve?
Sidophilia?
Yeah. A, arousal from music or sounds. B, arousal from eating or food play. C, arousal from being controlled. Or D, arousal for falling. Sidophilia.
Sidophilia?
Yeah.
I'm going to say arousal from falling.
You are not correct. The first one, not correct, sir. It was sounds. No, eating and food play. It's for food play, which I thought was called splashing. Splashing. I'll never forget this. I remember when I was child. No, I was like a teenager, and there was this show that they reran forever on HBO, Real Sex.
Yes, I used to watch Real Sex. I love that show.
Yeah, all 4 episodes. It was like one of those shows where they had 4 episodes and they just kept replaying them over and over for like 20 years.
It's like an appetizer before you're gonna rub one out. You're like, oh, this is great. And then you're like, yeah. Like, well, I mean, your dick's all hard in your pants. You're like, God.
Dude,
go on.
Well, okay. Well, no, I thought you were gonna give us more because I didn't have HBO as a kid, so we would watch Blurry, the Blurry Channel 30. Totally. It was legendary.
Blurry 30, dude.
Yeah,
I used
Blurry
to
Channel
love
30.
that. I would always try to see like a boob or a vagina. You'd be like, whoa, whoa,
Yeah.
whoa, whoa, whoa.
It was incredible.
Oh, dude, yeah.
Totally. Yeah, we didn't have phones to where you could just access like.
Okay, now we sound old.
I know.
We didn't have the phone access. We didn't even have internet.
Yeah.
Like it was like we had the wires got crossed at our house, and we got HBO like accidentally. And it was awesome. And then one day it stopped, but we had it for like a good few years.
Dude, I'll never forget my uncle gave me some magazines, and for one night I had them, and I was like, oh my, it was the holy grail, dude.
Yeah.
And I had it, and then I remember my parents found it, and I was like, oh, and I like tried to save them, so I like threw them over this wall. And the gardeners were like on break, and like, yeah, dude, I went to look for them. They were long gone, dude. They enjoyed the jugs weekly. But yeah, I remember splashing, which is like people that have food play with sex.
Yeah.
That's like another term
That
for
sounds great.
cinephilia.
Yeah.
But I remember there was a guy that looked like Brian May of Queen, of the band Queen, with his like curly big hair.
Dude.
And it's
phenomenal
like a party.
guitarist of Queen.
Yeah, well, look like Brian May, and he dips his balls into like ice cream with sprinkles on it. And I remember he goes, "Oh, cold," and it like looks like his balls.
And that's like your
jump
memory?
back up. I remember that because it was like I
so-
saw it clearly for some reason.
What if it was Brian May?
It could have been, dude.
Yeah.
That's why he makes those licks, dude.
Popsicle.
Popsicle.
I want to eat a popsicle while you lick ice cream off my balls. I feel like it doesn't seem too far of a stretch to add. Well, didn't George Costanza eat sandwiches while making love? I mean, obviously it could like defer your concentration during sex, but also like, dude, like everyone's done whipped cream play. Whipped cream's amazing during sex.
Remember the
like, you're in-
Titans? Remember the Titans?
The movie?
Yeah, doesn't she come out like a whipped cream thing?
I don't think I saw that movie. Isn't the movie called Remember the Titans? And you were asking if I remember the Titans? Do you remember the Titans?
Yeah, this is a very meta question, dude.
It's a double remember. Be
Well-
silly, have fun.
Dude, and maybe you'll remember this. Who is someone obsessed with and aroused by human feces? A, pooologists. B, the street sweeper. C, P. Diddy. Or D, fecal-philiacs.
Fecal-philiacs, dude.
All right, so you got that one.
Yeah, because Kurt Cobain had a one of the first names for Nirvana, I think, was fecal
matter.
That's right. Yeah, we both know that.
Yeah, dude. Fecal matter rocks,
Fecal
dude.
matter.
All right. Well, so speaking of human shit, this is the last question, my friend. You got 9 out of 10. No,
Hell
8 out of 10 so far.
That's still pretty good. That's
Final
a B.
question.
That's better than me in high school, god damn it.
What is arachnomophilia? A fetish involving admiration of intelligence. B, a fetish focused on body modifications like tattoos. Or C, a fetish for amputees. Or D, a fetish for footwear. What is acrotomophilia?
I could totally be wrong about this because this is a guess. But arachnophobia is with spiders.
Right.
And the way that scientists would probably separate their species and all stuff, maybe has some sort of like Latin thing to do with legs. And so amputee, I'm just going to go with amputee.
Dude, was
that right?
Fucking brilliant. You got it, dude. That
Dude,
was a hard one.
It doesn't always work to problem solve in my weird way, but I was like, that kind of feels like that would be it. All right.
Wow, you got it. Yeah, that's for a fetish for amputees.
Okay. So I got 8 out of 10 or 9 out of 10? No.
You got 9. You
9 out of
got
10.
8 out of 10.
8 out of 10, dude. I'm stoked on that, dude. A B is beautiful. And some would say it's actually nicer than an A. A is very sharp, like a dagger or something like that, or a pyramid, which I actually like. Pyramids are kind of cool. But a B is like, something you could motorboat.
Well, let's see me get an F and have to blow John. But yeah, now it's John's turn.
Put on the thinking cap, young fella. 3, 2, 1.
Ad reads.
And now a peace remains. I gotta do it James Hetfield style. And now a peace remains.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How was that? James Hetfield?
You-
Metallica?
That was like your sexy Elvis version of James Hetfield. You're like, yeah. And you did, yeah, you kind of, the camera, the lens doesn't show your hips, but you were thrusting. And speaking of thrusting, when one of your loved ones thrusts themselves into the fourth dimension or wherever we go after we die. Really, we should have Edward should be reading these ad reads. I shouldn't be. I'm too serious to read an ad read. We need sharks, but I'll do it today. Edward's sick. He got COVID again. He keeps getting vaccinated, and I think he's getting more COVID than the rest of us, but we're not really sure.
It's fighting the COVID, John.
It's fighting the COVID?
Yeah.
The vaccine is right now?
Yeah.
Okay. But if you tune into the Jimmy Dore show, they'll be like, he's getting screwed over. He shouldn't be getting vaccinated. So I don't know what to believe. Anyways.
But we do believe in a peace that remains.
We do believe in that. There's one thing we can agree on in this country. It's a peace that remains. Dee will take a remains from your loved ones, and she'll put it into artwork.
Beautiful. I mean, it's great what she does. Check it out at
We're like the worst
Link.
newscasters. Like I look over at you, Robert, and you're like, it's nice. It's
Dude,
good.
But dude, that's hilarious.
It is good? Okay.
That's good.
Well,
Okay.
that's staying in there. Okay,
Yeah,
staying in there. Okay. So hit up D. Here's her information. Suck my Zwick. Thomas Zwick is one of our homeboys, and he's not only a homeboy, he's also a glass boy. Is that a thing?
I don't know.
That seems like that'd be an internet thing, right?
Right.
It'd
It
be
could,
some weird gay thing going on the internet. It'd be like, you guys, have you seen Glass Boys? It's like a horror and it's gay. It's really interesting. A lot of people like it on TikTok.
oh, dude, I mean, it could be one glass, one jar, or whatever. One.
Oh, dude, don't bring that. Didn't we bring that up on the last podcast?
I think we
oh,
did.
God.
No, it's got enough promotion, but
Dear
you know who
Lord.
needs promotion? Well, he needs an introduction, even though we gave him one. Is
You said
Thomas
an
Zwick.
underduction? Did you just
Underduction.
make up a word during an ad read? Thomas Zwick doesn't invent words. He's a real ass motherfucker. He works on glass. He's smart and he stays focused. Unlike us, who are sitting over here inventing words like underduction.
Well,
That's actually probably a word in like air conditioning and heating.
probably.
HVAC dudes
Yeah.
that wear the same shirt as you, they probably are like, oh yeah, you definitely need some more introduction up here. It's gonna be $4,500.
It's the fake jargon that they make.
Yeah.
But you know who isn't fake?
Thomas
Zwick.
People
Oh,
are strange when you're a lender. You're just trying to get people into houses. So you're trying to give them loans, but they got to have decent credit and they got to have 50% down payment. Just joking, just seeing if you're paying attention. You don't even have to have 50% down payment. There's actually a lot of ways people get loans for houses, and that's why you need to talk to Cole Strange.
Really?
Oh, dude, there's so many, like people always assume like, is it 20% down? It's like, dude, there's loans where you could do like 3% down.
Whoa.
There's loans where it's 5% down. That's just always changing though. So you have to talk to the specialist in that department. Sorry, I had a cat here that was tickling my under eyelid. That's one of the things that have long-haired cats is the hairs are so thin you can't see them, but they tickle you.
Dude, I used to have a long-haired dragon, a Komodo dragon.
Oh, I thought you were going to
Yeah.
do a bit.
I was.
I had a
but-
dragon, a long-haired Komodo dragon.
Yeah, yeah.
You are such a Weird Al Yankovic.
But you know who isn't strange or weird? Cole Strange.
He is strange. His last name is Strange. And he's kind of weird. I think his favorite comedian. What is Willie Nelson's full name?
William Nelson. William Gerald Nelson.
It's close, dude. It is a name like Gerald. You know, it's an old school, very simple name.
What is it?
Oh, yeah. I forgot this is multiple choice. I'm so sorry, dude. William Harold Nelson. William Hugh Nelson. William Hank Nelson. Or William Henry Nelson.
Harold. I'm going to go with my improv instinct.
The Herald.
The Herald.
It makes me think of Harry Nelson. It's B, actually. William Hugh Nelson. That's his full name.
Fudge.
What musical genre is Willie Nelson most associated with? Wow, this is going to be a tough one, Robert. Blues, outlaw country, jazz, or rock?
Outlaw country. Thank you.
Correct.
The only one I'll get right.
No,
Let's
that was
see.
a good. No, I think you'll get more right. Which album is considered one of Nelson's early breakthrough successes? Highwaymen, Poncho and Lefty, Shotgun Willie, or Stardust?
Early.
That's correct. Which album is considered one of Nelson's early breakthrough successes?
I mean, Stardust is a huge one, but it's not. It's shock. It's yeah, right.
It's Shotgun Willie.
Yeah, Shotgun Willie.
You got it.
Yeah,
That was good, dude. So far you've got.
yeah. Because Stardust
two out
is
of
a
three.
little later. Stardust is an amazing record, dude. He does all these jazz numbers.
That was his jazz era.
Because he was
And
like
they,
a
and they didn't want to
jazz-
put that out, if I remember correctly from the documentary.
It's so
They
good.
were like, "What are you fucking doing?" And it turned out to what do they call it? Going platinum or whatever.
Well, it shows he's a real
Going
artist over there,
mobile.
taking
yeah,
doing
dude,
his
Willie,
thing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
That was never in question, motherfucker.
no.
At what age did Willie Nelson write his first song? 7, 5, 10, or 13?
7.
The answer may surprise you.
7.
7. You're correct. That was good.
Thank you.
This is good. Who raised Willie Nelson and his sister? His mother, his father, his uncle, or his grandpappies?
Grandpappies.
That is correct. Which of these artists was not an influence on Willie Nelson's music? Bob Wills, Elvis Presley, Django Reinhardt, Jimmy Rogers.
Elvis. Just kidding. Wait, who is it?
That's true. Elvis was not really an influence.
Well,
on
because
his
he was like too old for Elvis to probably like,
yeah,
you know what I mean? Like he was like a teenager. He could have been like, this is,
yeah.
it's like, it was like Fall Out Boy for some people. You know what I mean? Like it wasn't really like in their age.
Yeah,
like if you were
that didn't
above.
really, yeah, like I'm still
Yeah.
gone. I'm good for them, but also it did.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's like little Elvis, that little boy.
Yeah.
What year was Nelson's album Red-Headed Stranger released? 1969, 1972, 1980, or 1975?
72.
Close. It was
69.
75.
Oh.
You just wanted to say 69, which
I
is also
did.
another great position if we're going to go back to the. Because you notice in all my favorite positions, like I'm laying down. Just like a lazy guy. Like, I like that one where I'm laying down. I like that one where I'm laying down. I like that one where I'm laying down. Do men 69 with the women laying down and the men are just on top? Like, it seems like our balls would just be like all in their face.
Yeah, like drooping down.
Yeah,
you
it's
know?
not right. It's not right. That's not right. What event did Nelson help organize in 1985 to support American farmers?
Farm Aid.
Yeah. To have it chat GPT, I was like, make a quiz out of this. And it's like, let me make this so easy. What brand of fuel did Nelson help develop? Willie Diesel, Texas Biofuel, Bio Willie, or Green Fuel?
The first one.
I would think Willie, it would be nice, Willie, but it's called Bio Willie.
Oh, wow. Bio Willie.
What did the IRS seize? Why did the IRS seize Willie Nelson's assets in 1990? Bankruptcy, drug charges, $32 million of tax debt, or music rights dispute?
I'm going to say debt.
Yeah, $32 million. Good Lord.
Whoa. How much weed was he
I was just
buying?
gonna say,
dude?
how much money do you have that $32 million is what you owed? That's crazy.
That's how my credit card.
Yeah, dude. They're not gonna. What are they gonna seize from you? A fucking Simpsons hat? Okay, let's see. What double album did Nelson release to help pay off his IRS debt? The IRS tapes, Who'll Buy My Memories, Willie's Tax Blues, Memories and Money, Red-Headed Debt.
Tax Blues.
No, it's not Tax Blues.
Redheaded Debt.
Nope, dude. It's the IRS tapes.
That's
Who Will Buy My Memories?
Oh,
That was about like
yeah.
the auction. Like, yeah, dude. So
That's badass, dude.
Dude.
That's so cool.
It's so cool he named it that. Like, it's so
Yeah.
meta and rad that he did that. Like, Who'll Buy My Memories? Because they were
He's a
selling off all of
badass.
his shit too, you know?
What a freaking OG, dude. I'm so
Dude.
glad he's still here.
Oh, yeah, dude. Amazing. And he's still amazing too.
Right now in 2024.
2024, I saw him a few months ago. He was still rad and still does his like classic set list.
Who is he? The only one from the Highwaymen left?
Don't even get me
Chris
started.
Christopherson was the last one to pass away.
Dude, so weird. Yep.
Dang.
Yep. It's fucking so weird.
Okay, what's next?
So that's a really depressing way to move on. I've seen people post that stuff like, please don't die, Willie. You're all we've got left. Is like, he's a very old man. Can you not even fucking
Yeah,
like
yeah.
put that pressure on him? Like,
I
he
know.
seems pretty zen. Like he'd be at peace with like, you know?
Yeah. He's he'll be with us forever. Dude.
Yeah, Trigger will end
Yoda
up at the
style.
Smithsonian or something like that, and
Yeah.
like his kids will carry on his legacy. And
No, he's just alive in the Smithsonian. Smithsonian.
Smithsonian? Mr. Smithsonian, I have a question.
Can I have Spumoni, please?
Oh, Spumoni, nice, dude. I'm more of a
Neapolitan.
no. If I'm getting Italian desserts, as much as I love pistachio and pistachio ice cream, I'm gonna get gelato. I'm gonna get tiramisu, dude. I'm a classic basic bitch for good Italian tiramisu.
Dude, the guy
oh,
just
oh.
died. Rest in peace, that guy.
Who invented tiramisu?
Yeah.
No way.
The Terry Tiramisu.
Are you making that up?
No, he really did die.
I was like, is that one of our characters from some old sketches we did? Terry Tiramisu.
Yeah. Hey, I got something over here that'll real,
Yeah, so I kind of ran out of a few ingredients, so I put some rum in here, and then so I also put a little coffee grounds on top.
Oh God, yeah, that's
Terry Tiramisu.
yeah. John's character Terry that I did on my podcast Robertathan for a long time.
Fun.
Very funny character who would definitely be in a hard place right now. Post-election for sure. He'd be.
People are coming here to escape that talk, Robert. What
Okay,
the fuck
sorry.
are you doing?
No, I mean, I'm disillusioned too. I voted for Rick Moranis. So
Okay, here we go. Which of these genres has Nelson not explored? Reggae, blues, pop, jazz.
Reggae.
He's done reggae. He did reggae album. Didn't he? Who did he do reggae? He's done.
Snoop Lion.
Yeah, was it with Snoop that he did reggae? Yeah, but maybe it was. I don't know. But it was pop. He hasn't done pop.
Well, okay, I guess. What about Poncho and Lefty's kind of a pop song?
How dare you? How fucking dare you? Living on the road, my friend. What's gonna keep your friend clean? Now you wear your skin like iron and your breath as hard as kerosene. Oh,
man,
God, I
don't
love
give
that
me a
song so
boner.
much. I love that song so much. Weren't your mama's only boy, but her favorite one, it seemed. She began to cry when you said goodbye. Oh my God, I love the Townes Van Zandt version of that song. Okay, which Willie Nelson song is known for its line, "On the road again"? Crazy, "On the road again." Funny how time slips away. Hello walls.
Well, let me think.
This is ChatGPT taking a quiz out of the Wikipedia information I gave it. That's so funny. That's one of the questions, which I haven't reviewed these beforehand.
Yeah. Okay, guys.
Which is it?
Repeat
Crazy.
the question.
Crazy, diddle-a-doo, on the road again with you. That actually would make sense because you do go crazy when you're on the road sometimes with certain people.
Oh, totally.
Dude, I've gone crazy a couple times.
Dude, my Aunt Mita from Germany, she was 100 years old. She tried to bite my finger in the back seat going to Vegas.
Okay, that's not as bad as Nate snoring all night when I'm trying to sleep on a comedy road with him. But yeah, getting your finger bitten's hurting pretty bad.
It is, dude, especially when they bite your cock. And my answer is...